Cenat's Friends Will Be the End of Him by DH. You know we can't miss.
Mafiathon 3, and obviously when you have the camera on 24/7. Is in the midst of his Mafiathon 3, and obviously when you have the camera on 24/7, surely something wrong is going to happen, and that's exactly what did happen. But this time, instead of it being drama focused on Kai, it's drama surrounding his friends. Today I want to talk about how your friends can fuck up your bag or your PR, especially when your friends lack the self-awareness and maturity to handle presenting themselves to the public. I'm gonna quit yambling. You already know I'm the Hood Socrates, and let's actually start. So during the Mafiathon, part of Kai's content strategy is to have tons of segments, and part of those segments are his close friends, that being his little homie Rakai, Tylil, Dez, Punga, and Reggie. So you'll see them often during the Mafiathon. You'll also see them during various celebrity segments and collabs, or whenever a special guest is present. And because I be cooking Coco Melon all the time, I'll be a little charitable and say I definitely see the appeal. And honestly bro, putting your friends in front of a camera when you got a big ass audience and helping them get exposure and helping them build up their brands is some real nigga shit. I respect that, and that exists separately from the drama, by the way, but that is also a double-edged sword. You can put your friends on, but you need to be aware of what friends you're exposing to a wide audience of people. On top of that, how your friends act are a reflection of you, hence why I criticize these streamers so heavily, because nobody cares about hanging with demons if it means they get a few extra views, but that's a gripe for a different day.
He didn't miss. I'll say that. He didn't miss right there.
That leads us into the situation. It all started when Kai gave Punga, Dez, and Reggie an offer, or rather a challenge, that if they all laid off the ZA for the rest of the subathon, they would receive 100K split between them three.
Oh, did they agree?
Do you think you can go to? Do you think you can go to day 30, no smoking, and win $100,000? Yeah.
Actually. Man, look. They high right now. They can't. They know better.
Look how I'm looking at him.
What do you mean how I'm looking at him?
I know I'm good. Okay.
Like today, our last day smoking? No. So it'll be still whatever you started.
Whenever you start?
A last day reward. So y'all was just be adding more. Listen, 100 bands amongst the three y'all to go to day 30 without y'all smoking.
Can I get
one more blunt in? Wait, hold on now.
Can I get one more in?
Yes. Plus, Tylil, Rakai, and the other guys, including myself, are probation officers of y'all daily movement. So, if y'all get caught...
He dead ass. Dad just put his calculator up.
And Kai had already been feeling like that nigga Reggie was the catalyst for Dez and Punga to start smoking more, which was a contributing factor to the challenge, I'm sure.
Dez and Punga have increasingly smoked since being with Reggie.
Right.
They didn't smoke this much last year.
Right.
I'm telling you, you gotta put your foot down, bro. Get they grabber, get they weed, and throw I threw it out today. Throw it out today. Stop being. Let's go throw it out. You mad? Let's go throw it out. Take shit. I don't give a fuck.
But if you know smokers, the addicted ones need the ZA to just function, and that's exactly what went wrong. They combined a little nigga like Rakai who's mad annoying and immature with a pothead who also gets angry easily. You just have a recipe for a disaster and a PR nightmare. Now to be fair, Rakai being annoying and immature isn't entirely his fault. It's been enabled by his peers and his environment, which I'll talk about after all this. Before the crash out, there was also definitely signs, and I'm not here to defend Dez because frankly a grown man should be able to handle his ZA, liquor, or any other substances, and if you get beside yourself, you do need to work on it. However, I won't act like Rakai isn't an annoying kid, and I'm not gonna act like Dez ain't talk about it before it even reached that point. So let's look at that.
These all like they like them right now. No.
Hey, I take this. I want to see what you got. Look out. Pull it out.
No, you got pull.
Bet you really getting sober right now.
Like, they trolling my nigga Dez, like, that shit hot.
You didn't even know that, bro. That makes a nigga want to go smoke. They don't, like, I give niggas utmost respect. They don't give me no respect. They don't deserve respect.
Who don't give you respect?
This nigga really show that he do anything for this camera lens right here. You are gay. And this nigga is easily just like, he got so much power, you know what I mean? Like, and
What does that mean?
I
He
didn't
got
even
so much
peep this
power.
when I initially wrote my script, but them niggas are laughing at Dez while he's trying to express what's going on in his mind. Hey man, that's
I don't
messed
think they can
up.
tell
I'm
he's
not
being
gonna
honest.
lie. Not to keep it real, the Rakai clip is funny as fuck. But like I said, the guys are real deal stoners, so that has to get annoying. But the Dez clip after that put it into perspective for me. While we should hold Dez accountable, he did say some real stuff at the end. The way I looked at it, he was referring to Kai's power and how imbalanced it is. Kai possesses immense power and it's just not even comparable to his friends. I agree things are content and Dez shouldn't have got out of body, but I think when you're around someone like Kai, the lines can get easily blurred. Dez might constantly get trolled, but let me put it like this. So hypothetically, right, Rakai is trolling the fuck out of Dez, but then you have Kai, who is the biggest streamer in the world, telling him, oh, he's just trolling, he's trolling. So Dez is in a position where he has to stomach it because he has the pressure of letting down the biggest streamer in the world. That's why I believe that he kept talking about the power Kai had, but more on that later. For now, let's look at the altercation between Dez and Rakai. Some quick context is that Dez caught Rakai vaping and didn't like how he could vape, but they couldn't smoke, and it just escalated from there.
Change your clothes.
Yo, hold on. Yo. Stop. Alright, stop. Whoa. Go in there, bro. Stop. He's a kid. Dez, calm down. I know, but just calm down. Just go. I just go over there, bro. Just relax. Calm down. Calm down. Wait, calm down.
That's what
I'm not
you
gonna
are.
show the entire clip because frankly, all it is a grown man getting out of his body and even flinching towards a child to intimidate him. And this is where I say, nigga, you're fucking corny. I do agree with Rakai. And that's why I think the situation went so south. If Dez could properly articulate his grievances without letting it get there, it could have opened up an entirely different conversation and an even better one. I agree with them. Okay, Rakai is mad annoying and Kai is an enabler to that, but you get more bees with honey, not venom. Now let's look at Rakai's explanation.
Here's a fact. Here's my little tidbit right there. To me, is Rakai annoying? Absolutely. If Dez strikes me as somebody who grew up around a lot of little annoying people, like people just being annoying around him. Maybe not everybody, but just a couple people. He's seen a couple Rakais in his day. Now Rakai might be a little bit on steroids, and the fact that you're always on stream with him, so he's gassed to do more things, might get in the way. Completely understandable. But at the same time, there's a limit. You can't throw that word out. And then if you make that mistake and you let that slip and you're on camera, and then Rakai's like, yo, first of all, Rakai was out of pocket when he's like, he said the F word, this your man's, and that's out of pocket. You don't do that. But then on top of that, when Dez said, that's what you are, that's a bad look. That's a terrible look. It feels like no matter how much you dress it up, and no matter how much Kai wants to uphold a certain type of image, the people around him refuse to allow him to. And that gets a little bit risky from a brand risk standpoint.
Oh, you crazy. Oh, you're gonna die. I hope you said, I hope you die.
So when you randomly,
I hope you die.
listen, who's with you? Who's with you?
Ray, Reggie.
So when you walked in, so when he walked in the room, Dez just randomly blacked on him?
Bro, y'all gotta stop lying, bro.
You was sitting on the bed, antagonizing, eating your cereal, and you walked out. Stop lying. You stand right there.
Therapy, man. That need help.
See, he's
That shit's not okay, bro.
still going.
I got love. It's scary, man. You're 24 doing that. It's just corny as
Go ahead, leave him alone, bro. Go get changed. Leave
Being-
him alone, bro. Leave him alone, bro.
Rakai being 16 or 17 years old and being mentally capable of saying, oh, that's corny, you're 24 years old, da-da-da, but still not being mentally capable of realizing, you know what, I probably shouldn't keep pressing these people's buttons. Everybody has patience. Everybody should have patience, but there's a limit to how far the patience goes. And sometimes in high pressure situations where you're being strung out, and like we said, you know, they're trying to stay the rest of Mafiathon without smoking so they can win the money, you mix a drug addict who's not getting their fix anymore with irritants, and they were using the drug most likely to calm themselves in to avoid certain irritants and to just mellow out, as some people would say. I'm assuming I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. That's the best thing I can think of for the usefulness of it. So you take away the thing that was calming them down, then you add more of that thing that was amping them up. That chemical reaction doesn't really balance out on both sides.
This is exactly why I showed you guys the clips beforehand. Rakai was definitely trolling and Dez wasn't messing with it, and he even voiced his opinion before it got to this point. But this matches up to what Dez was saying when he was talking about the power Kai has and how niggas be trolling him. From where I'm standing, it looks like Rakai doesn't view the trolling as anything more than just trolling, which is why he brushes it off. And Dez says he's lying. But it's not lying necessarily, it's just two different perspectives clashing. As for Dez, at 24, you gotta calm yourself down, bruh. You had no class crashing out on a kid like that.
I know 30 and 40-year-olds that don't look very much different from them. So as much as we would like to idealistically say, you know, oh, you're past 21, you can drink, you can smoke, you can go to war, you can do all these things. You have all the American rights that are afforded to you. That doesn't instantly mean that their brain chemistry is 100% where it needs to be. It doesn't mean that their situations have required them to be that sort of way. So when you've never been required to uphold a certain standard of action, it's new to you in a sense when you're in certain spaces. And sometimes, you know, when you're on stream and you're doing stuff, it might be a 2-3 hour block, maybe even an hour, maybe 30 minutes. Then you can go back to your regular self off camera. Then you're on camera again. Now he's on camera all the time. It was a ticking time bomb, and they sped up the clock when they pulled Weed out of the equation and left Rakai in the situation. Because if you don't have Rakai, none of these crash outs happen. None of this aggression, none of this anger occurs. It just doesn't, because that's not usually their body. That's not how they usually interact with most people, especially not with just Kai alone and none of the previous content that I've seen personally. Now, I could be wrong. I'm open to being wrong, but I don't think I am.
If it's that annoying, just remove yourself, cool down, and come back. Or better yet, why didn't Dez just troll him back, knowing Rakai vapes? I'd be cracking so many jokes about how he's inhaling flavored air that's manufactured in a foreign sweatshop. But hey man, niggas don't be trolling like me. After this though, Dez dropped the meanest F slur on camera.
Watch this. 30? Fuck up. Look.
Whoa!
Get out. 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 Get the out, gang. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Oh yeah, get out.
Yo, there's no way.
Oh yeah, get out.
There's actually no way he just did that. He said, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. What? You know that's TOS. You know that's against the terms of service. You know you can't say it on stream. So why would you sit there and silence everybody else in the room? Nah, y'all gotta hear what I'm about to say. And nah, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, get out. 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 Oh yeah, get out, gang. Oh yeah, get out, gang. Yo, niggas don't have no self-awareness.
And this is exactly what I mean when I say you need to be aware of who you are bringing on your platform. Having an ignorant dude on who has low self-control is PR self-destruction. And this clip has spawned a plethora of discussions on whether or not Twitch is gonna ban Kai and how Kai only did something because he had the potential to be banned. Number one, obviously Twitch isn't gonna ban Kai. That's just the reality. He's far too profitable to ban, and that's just facts. And whether or not Kai acted because of the camera is up to you, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt just because Rakai was actually vocal about Dez's initial usage of the slur when he first called him it. But Dez did end up coming to apologize, and I'll show y'all that.
W Dez, chat.
Yo, chat, I'm sorry for saying all them F-bombs, bro. That nigga's gonna be better than that, bro. I'm a grown man, I'm dead sorry. But for Syracuse, I'm not sorry, I ain't lie. Brooklyn, New York, Kai, I'm sorry this your platform to give us opportunities.
But
can't take it for granted.
Did I chop it up?
Yeah, that's my baby glitch at the end of the day, but the world don't know that.
I couldn't tell you if it was genuine or not, but I'd love to give him the benefit of the doubt because I'm gonna always choose humanity and empathy, especially when, you know, there's two sides to this story at least. Let's talk about Kai's enabling. So while you can definitely shit on Dez, and you definitely should, because no one should let a kid get you out of body and be the catalyst to you.
I see it happen all the time. It don't matter race, place, space. Sometimes some kids can bring it out of you. I've seen grown people with pensions get moved out of body by something that somebody says. And they might say like 4 lines, and that's all it took. So Rakai, over an entire day or however long this span was, Rakai's pretty annoying, gang. I don't really watch Kai like that anymore. So I definitely wouldn't be watching Rakai because I don't find him particularly funny. I find him definitely more annoying than funny. Every now and then he has a good bit. but his content always also probably isn't geared towards my, as you're phasing out of your 18, 19, once you get 20, it's not for us anymore, really. He's for like the goo gagas of the world, the babies. But I think it's disingenuous to say that somebody like Rakai wouldn't blow you, because it definitely would.
You saying slurs, you still have to take into account that Kai is an enabler to Rakai, and it's definitely getting to
Rakai
a
should
point
not have been around
he even
that long.
had to address it.
And that's why I use the school as an example and him being on time. The reason why I go so hard on him with the school is for him to start learning discipline and accountability. There hasn't been one time since he's been late to school that he has taken accountability. He doesn't take accountability. Not only that, I don't want to play this card, but it's partially my fault because I don't, there's no consequence with what he does. So, I never take it there with his parents or his mom and you feel me? Because I see the good in Rakai. I actually feel like Rakai will be the biggest. I think he's going to be the biggest in the world. That's why I always be...
No. Troubled past. Not as far gone as Neon, but nah, his bag isn't deep enough. I'm sorry.
Lenient with him, but to a certain extent, I had to remember, and we have to remember that he is a little kid. I can't say I have accountability that
can't
I
keep
do
pulling
tell
that card
myself
forever.
doing is not disciplining him, and it's I don't ever want to feel like I'm trying to micromanage him or be his parent because I'm not. But at the same time, he has to start acting like a kid.
Kai, you aren't his parent, but he spends so much time with you. You put him on, and at this point, nigga, he's literally the Yuta to your Gojo, or maybe the Yuji to your Gojo. Or actually, better yet, you are quite literally the Roger to his Shanks, my nigga. He is your successor and protege. You have a level of responsibility to guide him, and that's what Dez was getting at. You have a lot of power, and with great power comes responsibility, as cheesy as it may seem. So Kai, this is to you. Be better, guide him better, and be the older brother / guidance that Rakai needs. But that's really all I had to say about this whole situation. What do y'all think? Are Kai's friends gonna fry him? Probably not, because at this point Kai is far too big to fail. It would have to be the craziest scandal. But hey man. Yeah. Oh, and here's the update on the fast. It was actually the best decision I've made. I was working out during it too. So after eating again, I just been peeping the gains. They've been great. And not to mention, it's just helped further hone my discipline. So my eating habits have been so much better. The only issue is that my clothes don't fit me, and I'm already like a tall, skinny model type nigga, but it's just another excuse to get more belts. So hey, but I'm low-key yapping. I'm gonna get up out.
Hey, shout out that boy DH. Okay, I didn't know you was on that type of timing. Taking care of that health. Health is wealth. Yes, sir. But nah, at the end of the day, Kai has to have an actual consequence for Rakai. Because Rakai has been a catalyst for countless issues that he's had. Not during just this Mafiathon 3, but over the past year plus. I don't even know. He hasn't been around for 2 years. He's been around for a year. Just about 10 months a year. So he's been around for a minute. And while you may not be his dad, right? You're not his mom, his uncle, or anything like that. You're still, in a sense, his leading figure. At one point, you were one of those idol characters for him. So now that he gets this lovely opportunity to come sit by your side and participate in what you have going, you have to guide him, right? When Batman had his countless Robins come in, he didn't just let them do whatever they wanted to. When Damian Wayne came in, he still didn't get to do whatever he wanted to. He was a head case, and he was all over the place, and he was so opinionated and everything. But Batman still got on him and held him accountable. And he ended up being, presentable and got the job done as a crime fighter when it really mattered most. I don't see that with Rakai yet. Nobody sees that with Rakai yet, I'd wager. So I'm not going to say Rakai needs to, Kai needs to pull out the belt or whatever, but there has to be something that he does, something legitimate and something that stands alone. Because at this rate, Rakai will not be able to separate from Kai. He won't be his own entity, and he won't last. Because as fun as antics and jokes can be sometimes people just want real, genuine connections and want to enjoy the vibes and the mellow tones. I don't think Rakai has much of that just yet.